Good morning, sunshines. Welcome to my play area. You guys, this is just where I hang out. You're thinking, are your kids with you? No, they're not, but I'm still in the toy room. It's fine, y'all. Good morning, sunshines. As you jump on, say good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS. Share that in the comments below, whether it's a rewatch, let me know, or you're watching live. I love to see that. I don't know if you're watching unless you say something. And I love it when I see people. Like, I got to run into so much of my family this last weekend that I haven't seen for a long time at a going away party for a cousin. And so many of them were like, I watch, but I never say anything. And literally, like, it doesn't, well, I guess I could probably go back and try to figure that out. I'm just not that. I don't know. I just don't do that. So I only see people that interact. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Lori. So if you ever care to let me know that you're on here, just tell me when I see you in person, or say good morning, sunshines. Good morning, Marlise. How have you been? It's been a minute to see you. So good to see you. Today's Monday. While I'm filming this, on Mondays we focus on our silence, getting quiet, our meditation. Here's a little silence tip if you've never done this. If you have a hard time getting quiet and being still, which is kind of what today's about, which is great, practice grabbing a candle. Okay, so grab a candle, quiet room, and I want you to try to stare at the candle, the little fire burning, okay, start with 3 minutes and see how you do. And just sit there and stare. And while thoughts come in, allow the thoughts to go out and refocus on that little light, okay? Tell me if that works for you. It's a great tip to starting your adventure with silence. Good morning, Sunshine Missy. How are you, my beauty? Okay, today's conversation, be here now. And this is, in fact, inspired by, at least today, a different day would have been inspired by someone else, inspired by my boy, none other than Forky. And if you guys have not watched Forky yet, right, Missy knows, on Disney, there's these specials of Forky Asks a Question. And Forky's the guy from Toy Story, you guys, Toy Story 4. Basically, the best Toy Story character that there is, obviously, is Forky. Okay, so Forky this morning was doing one is, what is time? Is that my little boy? I don't know if that's my little boy or my big boy. Of Forky, he says, what is time? And he's learning about time. Okay, the entire lesson is completely nonsensical. It doesn't really make sense until the end of it, where he says, what I'm hearing, what? No, right, Missy, we've talked about this, best ever, is he talks about how, the best time is now, right? He's like, I really enjoy my time now. When I think about the past or the future, the thing that I really like to think about is my now, because right now I get to spend time with you. And I was like, Forky, you get me every time. We're going to good morning sunshine about you. So, okay, go watch Forky if you want some fun little 2-minute videos today. All right. Best time is now. This is the one I want to dive in today. And what we're looking at, you guys, and I'm not a philosopher, obviously, because that's not even a word. Oh, good morning. Why don't we take him to school then? Good morning, sunshine. Okay, I'm doing good morning, sunshine. Guys, do you want to see Quincy? He just fell asleep on the way to school. We might have gotten up at 4 a.m. this morning. Not a big deal. Okay, back to the now. Not the past and not the future. I'm not a philosopher. That's what I was just getting into, just so you guys know. Oh, get your finger out of your nose, please. Thank you, buddy. And I want to talk about today how so often our mind, if you guys think about this, our mind is caught up in what happened before or what's going to happen in the future. It's like our mind is almost consumed and wired to be in the past or the future instead of in the now. And just think about the last half an hour for you. Okay, obviously, just with that statement, we're diving into the past, right? So you think about that, and I'm asking you to, and over the past half an hour, how you were probably either cleaning up something from what happened before, right? Or you were prepping for what was about to happen and thinking about, okay, I got to get the kids ready. I got to get this one dressed. I got to get Witten fed. I got to get Quincy to bed. We got Quincy to school. We got to get Jace ready. Got to get him to school this afternoon. We need to get an oil change. We need to get our tags for our car. All of these different things of the needs to, want to, what's going to happen in the future. And what happens, you guys, is our minds just naturally, by this sake of planning, they're either dwelling in the past, worrying about the past, right? Thinking about those situations, or thinking about the future. Where when we do that so instinctively, we miss out on what's going on right in front of us. We miss out on the now. We miss out on the presence. And some of you guys have dove into learning and practicing the art of present, like being present, right? Being aware, being in your current time right now. But most of us haven't done that, or we don't do it often. So I want to give you guys a couple tips of how to be in the now. Okay. And the first thing is that mind racing. Let's go back to the very beginning of the video where I talked about staring at the candle. It's very, 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 very hot. Very hot. About going back to the candle, right? And just sitting and breathing and being. That pulls you back to the now, because what you want to do is, as thoughts come in about what happened or your to-do list, what's going to happen, you can't really push them out, because that doesn't really work. You have to let them like flow through you, because otherwise you're thinking about pushing them out. Does that make sense? Once you practice it, it will definitely make sense, because it's like you're pushing on something, which is pulling it back in. Okay, so just like letting it flow through any of those thoughts that come through. So that's gonna be the first thing. The next thing, you guys, is like in this moment, I'm gonna encourage you, just be aware right now what's going on around you. Be observant for a second. Be a noticer for a second, right? If you're driving right now, look at the sky. Look how crisp things are. Are there any clouds out, right? For me, it's always the mountains. Looking over the mountains, connecting to the beauty. Like, oh my gosh, yesterday we were coming back and the mountains were like huge. I know they're always the same size, you guys, but I was just, I guess, seeing or perceiving or being with them a different way. So look around you. All of the different things. What do you see right in this moment? And as you're doing that, I encourage you to get slow and take some breaths, right? Of not just like, oh yeah, there's a car going and there's a building and there's a fire station. Okay, awesome. Like take some breaths and look at all of those different things, and then look at the beauty of them. I mean, the world around you guys is freaking majestic. It's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, just the sky, right? Just the horizon, wherever you're at, is majestic. The people who are walking down the street, their energy, their laughter. You see somebody going for a jog, right? And you see like their presence in that moment. Okay, so first just look around. The second thing is to experience, these are your sight, your senses, right? The next thing is to look at experience like, what do you smell right this moment? Breathe in deep. And if you don't enjoy that, maybe grab a candle and then breathe in deep, right? What smells are right around you in this moment? And then the next thing for being present in the now is feel. What's in your arms? Like for me, I have a great feeling in my arms, right? I have this little boy that's tucked in tight. But what do your clothes feel like? Are you warm? Are you cold? Being present in that, right? Do you have the heat blowing on you in the car because it's freezing in Colorado today? It's not really that cold, but it's a little bit cold, right? And pull in that presence. And then, you guys, what do you hear right now? Is it your son banging on a tambourine while you're doing a live video?
Break this part so I can get the little balls out.
You don't want to break that part and get the little balls out, baby, because that would be dangerous. So listen, you guys, like just pause for a second and listen. I mean, listen to how cute that little voice is, right? Instead of just moving down, listen to that little yawn and just connect through listening. And then you guys look within. Like, I love this. Like maybe you're at the gym right now or you're about to go to the gym. While you're doing that, like feel your heartbeat. Feel the blood going through your body. Feel your muscles as you're walking right now or you're going up the stairs. Feel your breath as it comes into your lungs. It's so, to me, awakening and beautiful when you start to get present. And it slows things down in a beautiful way. If you're always rushing from here to there, you guys, you're missing out on the now. If you're rushing from the past to the future, you're missing out on the now. And life is about the now. There's always going to be a past and there's always going to be a future, right? But being in those or attempting to be in those is just silly, because you can't ever be in the future and you can't ever be in the past. You can only be in the now. Literally, it's the only time you can ever exist. So why are you so dwelled upon the past or worried about the future? Because you can only be here now. So it's just a lesson today in presence from our boy Forky, right? to practice a little bit more calm, some slowing, some peace, and maybe just, this is gonna be my encouragement if you guys take this on for today, okay? So sometime throughout today, I encourage you to get present and sit. And if you need to do a timer, then do a timer. But attempt to do your best for at least 3 minutes to get present with what's going on around you. Observe your sights, the sounds, the tastes, the feels, the smells, the insides, right? Everything that's going around you, and just sit and be present. And as thoughts of the past and the future come through, because your brain is so trained for that right now, then just let them go and release them. And eventually, you guys, getting present becomes easier and easier and easier. And I'm telling you what, when you do that, there's so many benefits, from your mental benefit, your mindset, your health, like your actual physical health, your stress levels, your heart conditions, your immunity, and just your peace of mind and clarity. So get present, right? Experience the now. That's today, you guys. Thank you for joining. If you're committed today, say I commit to the now, right? Maybe for at least 3 minutes. You guys, I love you. Do you want to see them do hearts before they go? Can you ask? Say, can you guys do hearts, please?
Can you do hearts, please?
Did you fall asleep on the way to school? Do you want to go back and see Miss Shannon and bring her cookies? Oh, look at your hearts. Oh, look at that smile. All right, you guys, I love you. Light and love from my lap to yours. Have a good day. Bye.
Mom.